supposed to be able to use it much, you know. I
Mhm.
wasn't gonna be like using it all the time. So whenever everybody knows, I'm going like fuck it, like I might as well use it, like. And she's written it, so I have very little repercussions for using it,
Yeah.
you know. And then I use it, and people get pissed, and I'm like, what the fuck? The GM told me to do it. It's balanced according to her standard. Why are you pissed at me? Like, I would have gone with the standard, like, D&D werewolf, except for a few tweaks.
Yeah, it was just too ambitious.
It was. She tried, well, she was ambitious with, like, but she didn't want to put in the work to actually make it happen,
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, because she would show up so many sessions without any plan whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, none. Not even, like, a little bit, or like a stat block, like literally going, I have no idea what's going to happen this session.
This is your champion.
Yeah.
And she would tell us that. Like, it's one thing, it's bad enough to show up on the GM day, right, and just improvise. Like, I've never done it personally, but it's doable.
Forget that.
Oh, wait,
Man, the building. But
The only
like,
thing I could see myself really improvising is just skyscraper floors.
yeah, see, that's that's the thing. So what I did with Shadowrun, right, is I made grunts, okay, and I made stat blocks and whatnot, and I had a plot outline. So I had basically a bullet.
There's one squad above us, north.
Yeah, I've got contact in my position.
Yeah, north.
I don't have a gun yet.
I have a gun. Come to me.
Yeah, he's down.
Good job.
With a Mozambique. Sit down, kiddo.
Is there any more?
He had an EVA 8 and he let me take him out with a Mozambique. That's disgraceful.
Yeah.
Knockdown shield. Backpack
How,
level 1.
We're not all in the ring.
did you follow, like, what the book said for, making a campaign? Just, like, start at the,
Nope.
you know, no? What did you do?
I never read the book part on making campaigns.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, okay, that's technically not true. I used it for stat blocks. What I did, and the way that you'll GM, you'll find, is you'll find a style that works for you, and you'll just use it. Like, you're gonna develop something independent of what everybody else uses. That's just the way it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I made a plot outline, so I said, these are the things that I need to happen. And for like the overarching plot, and I did that by run instead of by session. That's one nice thing about Shadowrun, is you don't have to say in X amount of hours and budget time. You just make it by run, and the runs will budget themselves by time, by how much the players want, right?
Okay.
So like, if you say, I want, over the course of this run, then like, they're gonna meet 202 in the gang, and they're going to meet the Johnson, and they're going to learn about X thing, right? That's my outline for the mission. Then they're going to, you guys are going to do that. You're gonna experience the run stuff. I have basically whatever maps I need on my end, whatever maps I want to share with you guys, and then my bullet point things. So I always did it in lists because Word documents are easy for me. I would say like, this is their task, this is where they're going, this is what the person looks like, these are the like, this is the address, like if this happens then this, where thing.
Hostile spotted.
Sweet.
That's where we were.
So I'd be like, if the team engages them and alerts the guards, then they will like,
Contact with
Tell me
hostile.
squad.
Hostile over there.
yeah, so like if they engage X amount of grunts will show up, that kind of stuff.
You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
But what about the plot? How did you figure out, like, what you were gonna do for the overall plot? Not just
Okay,
what's
so
gonna
what I
happen
did-
each session.
Yeah, I wrote that beforehand.
Yeah.
So I wrote out what I wanted to happen in the plot, and I kind of made some characters. Now I did adapt some characters over time. Like Jiminy, for instance, and his stuff. was not what I originally had planned, and that's just stuff that you change based on how characters interact. Where the fuck is this guy?
Scanning the area.
I got the other guy.
The squad
Oh.
ready.
I think so.
So you just kind of sat there, thought about it for a while.
Oh boy. Yes and no. I came up with ideas in the shower.
Oh, Sean.
So give me a moment. I need help.
I know. He just
Bangalore's really low.
I know. I got the other two came up on me. They're right here working as a team.
Miss it.
Enemy down.
One on
I don't know
the
where the
left,
last
right
one
here.
is.
Hostile close.
Neither do I.
I hear him.
Yeah, there's one over here. Right here.
Contact.
Delivering care package.
Friends.
Nice.
Incoming care package.
Good shit. I've done so much
So-
damage this game.
So Sean, this is what I did, right? I started with my main characters. So I made 202, I made the Johnson, I made Benning, You're-
Deploying health drone.
like, oh, your drone's over here now, cool.
I just haven't realized how much I'm popping off.
Recharge.
And then, that's pretty gay. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. So I kind of made my main characters, and I decided like how I wanted the general story to go down, and then I worked off of individual characters from there. So I was like, this is what I want Jenna to do, this is how Jenna factors in. I drew basically like a spider web to kind of map it out for myself. Just try to find diagrams and shit that you like to use. That help you just get a good brainstorm idea of what it looks like.
Maybe make it find a heavy magazine, that'd be great.
A heavy mag? Yeah, there was one back there somewhere. Yeah, I'll take the helmet. Oh shit, I was already here, my dude. I pressed square. Sorry.
Do you need those?
I did, but I got one. That's cool. I took your helmet, so it's
I
fair.
have plenty. No, I have plenty.
Thank you.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks.
Let me
I
know.
just need a stack.
Let me know if you
Anybody
guys
have a
have
sniper?
energy ammo. I have like a Havoc with select fire. So I'm in.
I was
I'm
gonna say, I
running
got a-
Wingman and R301, so.
Okay. I got an alternator and a peacekeeper.
Let me know if you see energy ammo or a energy ammo mag better than level 1, please.
Yeah, I did. I got the choke.
In the shotgun bolt.
Extended light mag here. Level 2.
Ooh, yes, please.
There's also a blue one.
That's fine.
I'm using
I'll take the- Yeah,
R301.
okay, cool. There's a blue one. Yeah, I got you. I'm using it. Yeah, I did.
I have
So a lot of the plot changed over the course of stuff, and like some of the plot items did. It's like the MacGuffins. So,
Do you guys want to go on these pipes again?
This way. Good faith.
huh?
We did last
no,
time?
It's early game. There's
Yeah,
no
no.
point. So kind of as the plot progresses, you'll find things that you want to iron out and smooth over, and because the players don't know that's going on in the background, you can just edit it. So like, think of it like a stage almost. There's the stuff that happens on the stage, and there's the stuff that happens behind the stage. So while the players are doing things, there should always be other corporate shit going down in the background. That also moves the story along. So, like,
So who's
for
using,
instance,
who's
while you
using
guys,
a heavy weapon?
I'm not nervous, I don't think. You are?
But,
Okay.
are you using Spitfire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh shit.
So all I'm using.
Contact.
You can take the rest of this if you want it, but I'm coming.
Reloading.
Oh, showing it.
That's one down.
I
Good
got
job.
it.
Right there.
Enemy over there. Enemy spotted.
Blue armor.
Brother, give me sight.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop my shield
Zip
back
line
up.
over there.
Oof, that's...
Sweet. Alright. I'm heading forward.
Hello, left line. Left line's down low.
Shit. Over here.
I see.
On the left, in the building. Spicy as shit. Nice.
Enemy down. I've got it. Shield
Make sure none of them is.
Behind you!
shield.
Sweet.
You'll be alright.
So yeah,
I want this.
like, as you would get 202 in them, like, for instance, like, the first job, whenever you guys covered 202 and the guys, like, as they escaped, like the intel that they were grabbing does other stuff for the plot. So, oh yes, I'm gonna take that longbow.
Oh yeah, take that longbow, dude. 100%.
Extended light mag. Sniper stock here. Level 3.
Really, it's just a matter of what your own creative process is in terms of coming up with the story. Like, nobody can tell you how to do that, sadly.
Yeah. I'll figure it out.
Also, I have a faster backpack, so yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I can definitely show you, though, if you'd like to, just kind of how I organize my thoughts game to game and make it a little bit easier. But ultimately, you kind of end up just coming up with something yourself based off of what you've seen.
I've had ideas throughout, like, you know, the days. I kind of forgot them because I didn't write them down, obviously, but...
Essentially, the best way to break down any plot, right, is to do it to its very basic components.
Yeah.
Who the bad guy is, what the thing is that needs to be stopped or needs to happen or whatever, and then what motivates the characters to do it. And if you can get those basic things, I mean, more or less, yeah, in Shadowrun it's pretty much money, but you can go deeper than that too. If you're looking at like who the individuals are, you know, you can piece together stuff.
See, that's like, one problem I kind of had
dangle
when I heard
Jiminy on a string.
Yeah,
Slow down for a little bit.
That's one problem I have, like when I'm thinking of plots, because I want to include characters, but I feel like that'd be easiest if I just did that like if I made the campaign after I knew the characters.
Yeah, well,
and it's kind of weird.
Here's the thing. Write the campaign first, then write the characters into the campaign. Wait one session before you do anything with characters. Like, me, I had a lot of prep time, but even then, I didn't do anything specifically, like, Jenna-oriented, or, like, anything crazy, aside from, like, introducing, you know, where they are, shit like that, until after the first session, because that first session is going to tell you like who they are, what they want, that kind of stuff, and it might take longer. Like, really, it wasn't until a couple games in that I started doing anything like that, and that's just a matter of, you know, you'll figure out what your players want in addition to what their characters want. You know, obviously, you're more like gameplay oriented, but somebody like Michelle is more roleplay oriented, you know? So you want more kind of gameplay challenges or cool shit or cool scenes. Are you shooting? Okay, cool. Whereas somebody like Michelle would probably want more like... I have a ton of shotgun attachments over here that I just dropped if you guys want them.
I shot a crate off of a guy.
Yeah, I saw that.
The crate off of the birds, so hopefully we can, if you want to go over there and look at it, we can.
What color was the crate?
Rare. A blue.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, and that's a matter too of how competent your players are at writing characters. Because if they don't have engaging characters, you don't need the story to engage with them. Like, just write a basic story, because it's your first time. You don't have to do anything insane. Write a basic story where you want players to get from point A to point B.
Must be great.
Have a couple of set pieces and things, cool shit that you want them to do. The one thing that I really did is I focused, whenever I was making runs, on the location. Like, location is everything in Shadowrun. So, like, even if it's just a thought like rooftop garden, think about the kind of shit you would want to go down in a rooftop garden. Like, you know, or like Arctic base, or just, it can be a really simple thought, and then you come up with a scenario around that would be interesting. You know, whether it be, whoa, taking fire. You see him?
Yeah, up there. Come on.
Fixing my shield.
Get him twice. And he almost killed me. There are more, you know, places in Seattle, obviously, but I've only seen, like, maps of Seattle. Do they have other maps?
Maps are a bitch to get for Shadowrun. I don't know why. Nobody makes them very much, or at least good ones. I had the same issue, and that's part of the reason I wasn't too specific in terms of where you guys were at any given time. like in saying like, oh yeah, you guys are in Redmond or things like that, you know.
Mhm.
I tried to be a little bit more vague purely for the sake of it's easy to get your character, like, players distracted. I never worried about bigger maps personally, but you can find them.
I can zip
Okay,
line.
they're...
I can zip line us.
Yeah, throw us a zipline. Because they're gonna be waiting for us there.
I'll go up high.
I think
Never mind. I missed it. I missed it.
I'm walking.
Yeah, one has purple gear.
One is sniping.
Just giving my
I
shield.
have to sit back for a second.
They're on top of the roof, guys. I need help.
On the way, Patterson.
Yeah, I'm a little bit further. They're jumping. They're like all jumping.
I'm dead. They're rushing you.
Fuck.
Sean, we need
One
you.
down.
They're rushing
I know. I'm about here.
Look out, grenade.
Fuck, I got caught by our stars.
I got a shield.
They're executing me.
Okay.
I'm trying to find some.
Just giving my shield a recharge.
Fuck. We're probably gonna get the res.
Reloaded.
Oh boy.
I could come to you, Sean. No. Yeah.
Recharging my shield.
Dude, I'm about dead.
Yeah, I don't know why that Wraith's not rushing you right now. They're probably getting the revive on their other squad mate.
You know where I am.
I'm getting shot at.
Who's your boxing right now?
Oh, I know.
Reloaded.
Is this the last squad? Of course.
Yep.
Yes.
Just giving my shields a
I'm running over
recharge.
to you.
You know.
Yeah.
I was trying to at least get my loot box over there so you
On
can
your right.
loot me.
Contact.
Oh, how can you see me still? Oh my god.
Oh my god! Holy fuck, Sean.
Recharging my shield.
Oh, you bitch. I fucking think so.
That was so
You
freaking
bitch.
clutch!
Oh, suck
My
it.
dude!
Suck all
My
three
guy.
testicles of
That
mine.
was so clutch! Holy
Oh
shit!
my goodness.
Sean,
Oh.
that might be the best play I've ever seen. Holy
Dude,
hell.
I am stressed as hell.
Alright, give yourself, like, loosen up those muscles a little bit, my guy.
Honestly. Oh my goodness.
Don't do that ever again.
You could
Wow.
have turned coal and a diamond inside my
Dude,
asshole.
You literally, you'll never do that again, though. You got that right.
No.
That's a recording, holy hell.
Yeah, dude, I'm